Hello explorers and welcome to another video. Today we are going to talk about myquiz.app. And myquiz.app is actually one of my labor of love projects that I've been doing for 2 weeks now, and it actually is kind of working now. It's not the prettiest that could ever be, at least when it comes to the Game Master interface, but it's something that I actually ran one play session with my colleagues and it worked pretty well with them. We had some connection issues and other things that I needed to fix, and I looked through those and actually fixed most of them. And I have some other features that I want to look into, but the game is there pretty much. And I have a Git repository that I will link in the description if you want to look at the code, or if you want to be helpful and actually create a PR or send in an issue or just talk about it. Then you can do that either on GitHub or comment in the comment section of this video. So let's switch over to my screen here. So this is my quiz app. It's actually myquiz.app. So it's a pretty simple domain to remember. And here we have my quiz app, and I can start a new game down here, but I want the highlight up here because most people are invited to a game. They don't create a new game, so it should be very clear that up here you can go into a game. But if you want to create a new one, you go down here, create a new game, you get to this screen, and here you have your gamer ID, so you know which game you will start, and you can get started. And then you get into the Game Master interface. And in this interface, we can fetch a bunch of questions that will be a part of this quiz. And we can send a question to the client. We can show the answers to the client. It's done automatically when everyone has answered, but if you want to do it if somebody hasn't answered or something like that. And you can also send out the scoreboard so people know who's on in the first place and so on. And I have a big view that I can have on a projector if I want to, for instance, show it to everyone, or if I am on a Zoom call or anything like that, you can have this big view that you are showing to the rest of the players. And then we have a new game and reset. And reset will pretty much send out to everyone that this game is no longer valid. And you can also, if you restart this, then everybody will log out as well. So the Game Master interface is pretty much the entity that holds a game running. So everybody will talk to this Game Master interface. If you send in an answer, it will go here and then bounce back to the viewer and so on. So, and all that is done over WebSocket. So we have a potential limit to have like say 60,000 playing users at once. So there is a limit to this, but it works pretty well. So if you open the big view here, we can actually see the welcome to a new game. And here you get information on how to join the game, or you can scan the QR code to get into the game. But if I go back to this first here and enter my game ID and get started, I get to this screen where I can give a player name and so on. This screen will not show anything yet, and the Game Master interface, there you see that you have a player that has logged in but have not given a name yet. So let's take the standard name here, and then you will get to a screen where you will need to wait for a question. And in the viewer here we can see who has actually joined, just the avatar. So we know that everybody has joined. And in the Game Master interface you can also see the name and the score of everyone. So here I can fetch some questions. Currently I have like 300 questions in the database. So I fetched 3 of these questions. And we have a bunch of questions down here. And if I send a question over, it will get to this viewer. Here you can't click anything, but it's showing and presenting to everyone this question. But the client will also see this question and they can answer it. Afterwards, the clients will actually see what was the right answer. And the viewer will also show how many answered that specific answer. So you can see, okay, we are 13 people and only 3 of them actually knew the correct answer. So that will be something presented to everyone. And then we can send another question and answer that, and send the third question and answer that. And now we can see that I had some wrong here. And if I send out the scoreboard, it will just go to this viewer and you can see the amount of points to this specific viewer, and as I'm just single person at the moment, it's very limited view. But here we can see also on my client which placement I had and how many points I had. So this is pretty much everything that you can do with this interface at the moment. The interface session is 1 hour, just so you can reuse all these IDs. So I thought that I have a bunch of questions, and then you go and start a game, and if you want to start a new game, then you get a different game ID. But as I have 1 million game IDs, I don't want them to live forever. So you use an old ID and you crash with someone else's game. So therefore I have a game ID that has a session end to it. So there is a bunch of different low-level things implemented in the WebSocket API and also in the different parts of this GUI, but I wanted to just show you the interface in this video. And if you want, give this video a like and write a comment to me, and then we'll also go through the code and talk a little bit on how I actually implemented this. If you are curious, you can go into the GitHub repository and look yourself. But this was what I wanted to show you this video. I hope that you found this interesting. I hope that you liked this video. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them down in the comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. And I really hope to see you in the next video.